I want to see some orange jumpsuits right quick, and some of them in it. You know, we had people to die. You can't get their lives back. Somebody needs to pay for this crime. Somebody needs to pay. On a daily basis, usually it takes me 6 bottles to fill this particular pot up.
Life in Flint, Michigan has gone on. Just not the way Claudia Perkins thought it would. How many bottles of water are you going through each day?
Depending on how many meals I cook during the day.
Roughly.
A lot of water a day would be all of those.
4 packs of 24, so almost 100
Because
bottles.
if I'm cooking, yeah. Flint is pretty much the same as it was when this ordeal first started. I think people are let down. You know, some of them don't believe anything is going to happen. That's the attitude. Overall, a lot of them just have lost faith in.
You've watched that happen?
Yes. I've heard it so many times from so many people.
What do people say?
Nothing's going to happen.
The water crisis in 2014 killed at least a dozen people here and sickened untold numbers. It's not clear how many households are still getting water that's unsafe. But the despair in Flint is about more than just the city's still broken water system. It's about justice, too. In January of 2016, the state's attorney general appointed Todd Flood to lead the criminal prosecution.
If laws have been broken, if violations have occurred, then you pay the price.
And it looked like Flood was making progress. In less than 2 years, 15 public officials were charged with crimes ranging from involuntary manslaughter to evidence tampering. 7 bargained their cases down to misdemeanors. In exchange for their cooperation, their records would be wiped clean. The rest faced felony charges and potential time in prison. Then this April, Michigan's new attorney general fired Flood. 2 months later, the 8 remaining cases were dropped.
It was surreal at the time for me. Kind of gave me a gut check, because, listen, we poured a lot of time and energy into this case, right?
Why do you think you were let go?
With the victor, there is a spoil. I'm the spoil, right? So there's a new administration, a new regime, and ultimately they made their decisions, and I respect it. That's that.
We warriors, Flintstones.
Flood wasn't the only one caught off guard. The people of Flint were too. So 2 weeks after the announcement, the new team called a town hall to explain themselves.
When we first came into the investigation, it's no secret that we had some very real concerns.
Some major concerns. I'm not here to bash any particular person, but what I am here to do is tell you how a criminal investigation should be run. And I think I may have told the Attorney General, we're gonna have to start from scratch.
The team claims mountains of potential evidence were ignored or kept from prosecutors, including millions of pages of documents and a slew of cell phone records.
I'm sure that many of you at some point in time heard about the boxes in the basement. Okay. There were also hard drives on there. We examined the hard drives, and what we see on the hard drives are phone dumps.
They say the investigation has to start over. And that's confused a lot of people in Flint.
What I see here today really pisses me off. I really trusted Todd Flood. So my question to you, is there a cover-up of the cover-up?
What we can say to you fully and completely is we are going to let the facts and evidence be our guide. You released to the press, dropping the charges without coming here first, without any kind of communication. We understand your legal position. We do, we're not stupid. But you could have at least, the very least, have said, we're going to be doing something, we can't talk about it. Just any kind of acknowledgement that we exist.
Right. We will not be ran over by anybody. And we are the ones that will decide when justice is done. We're not going to depend on you to tell us. We're not going to depend on Todd Flood to tell us. We know when justice is done, and we'll decide that.
You can feel the skepticism in the room.
Yeah. This case that we're working on, that is literally built around government mistrust. It would be naive to think that we can come here and say, well, you have to trust us now.
A good portion of the presentation tonight was kind of a taking down of the former investigation, the investigation by Todd Flood. Do you think that the former investigation was not done in good faith?
I don't know people's intents, right? I can't jump into their head and ask, why did you do what you did? He was in charge of holding people accountable. People spent their resources, their money, their tax dollars on a 3-year investigation that resulted with absolutely 0 convictions. They deserve better, quite frankly. That's the reason why he's not on the team.
Flood believes his cases would have stood up in court, but he won't address any specific allegations.
I wish I could sit in a town hall meeting, and I wish I could expose everything I know and give all the facts to the case I know. But that's not appropriate. We were moving the ball down the field. We got pleased with cooperation agreements. I think the proof's in the pudding. We did. So, and we were still going. We were still working.
You've worked on a lot of cases throughout your career.
Yes.
Where does this kind of rank in the how fucked up what happened was?
The highest. The highest. History will show how many people ultimately got sick, how many people ultimately passed away. There's nothing even close. So, that's where it ranks in my world.
You think Flint fatigue is real? I've heard that term thrown around of people not continuing to look at what happened in Flint.
Sickest thing in the world, but yes. That's the saddest thing, and it irks me. The general public wants speed. They want things to happen quickly. And it doesn't always work that way.
I'm torn, because right now, nobody has that 100% trust in anybody right now, because we've been duped by so many that were supposed to be for us. I listened to Kim Worthy and Fadwa. I'd like to believe them. I'm waiting to see.
Do you think you'll see justice in your lifetime?
I pray I do.